But it is interesting when you do look at certain things and be like, oh yeah, that just like it's just like a classic
right
Abrahamic story.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I had family members, like my mom would say she was, religious, but I mean, she wasn't teaching me much. And then my grandparents, they were going to church, and they dragged me along a couple of times, but I didn't. I thought it was boring, Yeah. I think
most kids do.
I think that's actually the problem with religion, is that it's boring, and then people don't see it like it's something that could be exciting. They're just like, oh, this is boring. I already know all this stuff, like. Yeah, be good, do right,
Don't kill.
Yeah, like, I get it,
Unless you have a very charismatic preacher.
Yeah.
That's why Pentecostal churches are dope.
Yeah, that's what.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, I'm Pentecostal.
Pentecostal?
Like, because I went to, like, Baptist churches, and I was like, why does this feels off? But it's like Pentecostals, we call it spirit. When the spirit gets high, it's like kind of like you play, like, upbeat, like, music and things like that. And then the church I went to also, it was, like, very youth oriented too. Like, it was like the pastor was young, and then like incorporate like a lot of stuff to kind of keep like youth involved and kind of keep like youth interest and stuff like that, instead of just being like old kind of like, okay, so turn to Psalms 20.
Yeah, that's how my church was.
We'll be doing the
boring.
reading.
Wait, what church? What denomination or what?
I think they're Christians. I never really even researched or I wasn't even interested in it. Actually, and then as any teenager, as you start like, look at all the bad stuff in the world, like, and religion just lets it happen, or God just so you start to become like atheistic or something, or like, oh, God doesn't even exist. Like, why would he? Especially, I don't know if I'm not gonna.
But he doesn't.
I'm
just kidding.
No, okay. So this is what I say. No matter if God exists or not, we all seem to have a relationship with Him throughout our whole entire life. We're always. I mean, from the beginning, you're asking God, like, why would this happen, or why did you let this happen, or well, at least I was, and then
you're asking God, or you're asking just.
I'm asking someone.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not the people around me.
I think we all have a sense that there's something external out there, beyond ourselves.
And you're not asking yourself, right? You're just asking this question that you don't have the answer to.
For sure.
And then they stack up, and you're like, well,
what's going on?
And and then you, I guess you start to distance yourself. It's like, oh, there's nothing even there. Like, nothing's even answering. At least I think there was a
lot of time that it is how you feel though, when you're like, fuck, like, I mean, I'm not saying, I'm only like, I agree with you, but I'm also like, because sometimes you do ask, like, like when a homie dies or something, why,
you do. Even if it's just for a millisecond, even if you just ask for a millisecond, and then you go, oh, well, it's just life, and then God not there or something. You still, for a second, you were like, you wanted something,
Yeah.
And then, so I was like atheistic for a while, and then I just started, I was really into psychology and stuff, and I was listening to people online, and then I started listening to philosophy, and then I started connecting it to religion, and then I think just learning, just more and more as I learned, like, through my 20s of what religion was, I just started to appreciate it more, and then I just started, like, I just kind of see it as like just somebody that's still going through that, like, why stage when they're complaining about religions or something, when they're saying like, oh, these are all bullshit, or I'm just like, oh, you're just still going through that, like,
rebellious phase.
Yeah. And I'm not saying you have to, but it seems like even if people don't walk around saying they believe in God, they still seem to, like, even if they're a calm and, like, put together person, they behave in a way as if, like, hey, let's just say that this is how we should all act with each other, or they submit to something,
right.
And I think
they just call it something else.
Yeah, they call it anything. They call it the universe, karma.
Karma.
You have
spiritual.
You have a ton
spiritual
of
energy.
Yeah. And I mean, that to me, that's honestly that God. I think that's the most important thing of God to me. If you ask other people, not if you believe in it or not, but, like, do you submit to whatever your God is? Do you say that, I'm smaller than this, or this is bigger than me? And I think that, to me, that's the thing I judge people most on, where I'm just like, oh, if you can't submit to you think you're so, like, smart, you think you're so intelligent, you think you're so, like, above everybody else, that you don't that there's nothing above you, you know, like
it could be the case though.
It could be, but I mean, that'd be kind of silly to think, right?
it would. But
it'd be like this. It'd be so silly to think. I mean,
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying, what if?
Yeah.
What if?
What if life just meant nothing?
Doesn't that sometimes feel like that's the case?
I think it is the case.
Yeah,
but you don't get nothing from it,
right? No, yeah,
you know,
you make the most out of whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, I don't think you get anything from it saying like everything means nothing.
No.
Yeah,
it only makes for real. It only makes it worse when you're already feeling down and shit.
It's nihilism, you know.
Can you believe the Voice Party has had merch this whole time and we neglected to tell anybody? T-shirts, hoodies, bath mats, wall clocks, throw pillows, even mini skirts. We will throw our logo on absolutely anything. Click the link in the description below and pick you up some Voice Party merch today.